Uh, Once again, what's good, y'all? I just finished watching the Orlando Brown Jaguar Wright interview, man. Very entertaining, very entertaining. Um, let's get right into it, because I know some of y'all going to say that it was cuckoo mania. Some of y'all going to say it was educational, read between the lines, listen to the code words. Um, let's start at the end and then work our way backwards, man. And before we even get started, man, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share and comment. Of course, you know this is an ongoing conversation. I want to be able to interact with you guys, go back and forth. But um, people keep asking, what did Jaguar Wright say at the very end to Orlando Brown to get him to quiet down? To be honest, I don't know what she said. Whatever she said got him to the point where he was pretty much done talking, and I was like, I think I asked later on, Jack, what'd you say to him? And she had mentioned that I can't tell you guys what I said. I can't speak on what I said, but he knows. And whatever she said, shut it down. So with that being said, I do not know what Jaguar Wright said to Orlando Brown at the very end of that. As you saw, he was asking about the ashes of what he quote unquote said his brother, but he was speaking on Giovanni's and just why. Again, Orlando was going to talk in code, but what he was doing was just asking Jaguar Wright why she put the ashes on of her son on her face. Why did she pour them out? What was going on with that? And of course, Jaguar has answered that question a few times, so I'm not even going to address it really on here. But with that being said, um, the interview itself, for those that want to know how it came about, and we're gonna work our way back to that part. But we already had Orlando Brown booked for a few days, a few weeks out. Of course, we already had him set up. He's gonna do he's gonna of course do an interview, and also we had him do like a 20v1, but we're not calling it 20v1 because I don't like that, copying off of other people. We're gonna call it something else. But finding love with Orlando in real life. So we're gonna do that as far as those two things he was coming to do, and then Jaguar, of course, was coming into town. I believe to, of course, go to court, handle her court business. So we're like, hey, let's go and knock out a Jaguar Wright interview while she's here, and it just made sense that since they were both going to be in the city at the same time, we said, hey, we already did OG Percy with Vernon. Let's go and sit Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown together. Now, we didn't really quite have a direction in which we wanted to go with this interview. I think we wanted to kind of address some of the Hollywood myths, of course, address the Diddy situation, and just, the Illuminati, the elite. We wanted to address the elite. That was the goal of the interview. Like, hey, let's just see what they got to say about the elite, the elitism. With that being said, I don't think I was even in the room when the interview started. I was in, I think I ran downstairs to go pay for parking for something, or I think I ran to go grab some at the car for Orlando or something. So I wasn't even in the room when it started. So it has a cold open to where they're just talking, and I'm like, all right, let me just, right when I walk back in, let me just, jump in. I think I walked in right when they were singing, right as they were singing. That's when I walked in. So as I come in, they're singing, they're doing their thing. I'm like, hey, or they're about to sing. I'm like, hey, this is about to be dope. I'm like, hey, we got Jaguar Wright and Orlando about to sing. Now, mind you, as I'm rewatching it, I don't know what they're talking about at first. So let's not even worry about what they're talking about first, because I don't know where they were even talking about for the first 5-10 minutes. But as I came in, I heard Orlando say, hey, I'm going to start off singing. Jaguar wanted Orlando to sing, said, you sing, then I'm going to come in behind you and we'll go from there. So at the time, I didn't know Orlando Brown could sing. I had no idea he had even a voice to sing, whatever of that nature. So as Jaguar starts singing, of course Jaguar, blow the roof off of anything. As Jaguar starts singing, I thought Orlando was just not spamming, but I thought he was just messing with her when he's like, "Ooh, that was fire, that was hot." I thought he was just joking. I didn't know. I didn't know he's about to start singing and actually sing. So he started doing that. Lay my body down, so he started singing. Even I'm like in the background, like, oh snap! Orlando can sing. Like, whoa. So they're going. Jaguar starts going, and I'm like, man, this is amazing. Like at that moment, I said, no matter what else this interview does, or whatever else, however else this goes, I don't know where it's about to go, but that right there is the price of admission right there. That right there is worth the price of admission for getting them two on the couch together, for them two artists to be able to play off each other like that randomly on. Again, the song was not, I think Jaguar wrote that song, she said, in jail. And Orlando was just going in, just I guess either off the head or just a song that he maybe wrote, or maybe that's a song, I don't know. But anyway, it was fire. I'm like, okay, this is going. So as the interview goes on, and I'm listening to what Jaguar's on, and I think they start talking about Whoopi Goldberg. Like, what are your thoughts on Whoopi Goldberg? And Jaguar was laying down the law. So for those that want to know, were they drunk or whatever, Orlando had just left I Am Jonathan's spot. So he was with I Am Jonathan getting a haircut, which is up the street. So we picked him up. He was, hey, he seemed straight. As we got there, I think I did see Jag drink some rosé. I think I did as y'all saw her on the last video, she was drinking rosé on my little virtual call with her. So I said, let me buy a bottle of rosé for him. So I bought a bottle of rosé. We had it, we bought a bottle of rosé. We had other liquor in there, but we only said, let's just do the rosé. So we opened up the rosé, gave some to Jag, gave some to Orlando. Just, again, champagne. So you can't really, I don't know if champagne gets you drunk like that, because I don't drink champagne like that. But with that being said, they were both drinking rosé. And as Orlando goes into his Whoopi Goldberg talk, I could see, man, this thing is going left, man, because he started saying, there's Jesus, when he started preaching, when they say, why do you do what you do? He said, it's God, it's the God in me. If I sing, it's the God in me. If I talk, it's the God in me. What I eat, that's the God in me. I said, oh, he preaching, man. He going into character, man. So he started, doing his thing, and then as Jag was playing off of him, he just started going left. And as I'm sitting there, it's like, I know people are asking, like, where are the questions? Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, we had no questions. We just really wanted them to play off each other. That's all we had. So as they're going off each other and with the God in me and talking about Whoopi Goldberg and Orlando, of course, he starts, speaking on God and Mary Magdalene and kind of going into a whole nother thing with that. And right then I said, okay, bet. I see where this is going. So, of course, a couple of the questions were trying to get him to swing it to, like, the Diddy, Hollywood elites. I think I even asked about the Matrix, like, is all this real, is all this programming? And y'all seen the interview for yourself, so I ain't gonna go back and go through each, thing that Orlando said, but I just want to give y'all an overall kind of idea of what was going on. In the room, it was about 7 of us behind the camera just watching, some people who are just fans of Jag, fans of Orlando. Everyone's just there. We're just there to, soak it in. I think about 7 or 10 of us. We was all in there. And we're just like, man, this is, as they're going, like, this is wild, man. This is wild what's going on. Orlando's trying to take it left. Jag is trying to steer him. And I know towards the end, Jag just start playing in on it too. So if y'all think Jag is like, oh, Jag is crazy too. Orlando, he's not, I'll say this, he was putting on a show. Orlando was putting on a hell of a show. He wasn't coked up. He wasn't drunk or nothing. He hadn't been drinking all day. He was just trying to put on a show, and he didn't even know he's going to be with Jag till about 10 minutes before it happened. He didn't know. So we were going to pick up Orlando to do his own interview. And Jag was just there. Her interview was supposed to go on the next day. But she was just there to, just show love and support. And we just right there said, hey, we should do an interview with Jag and Orlando, let them sit down together. So Orlando, he was coming expecting to do his own interview, which we did. We got almost 2 hours of that. That's going to drop soon, so stay tuned to the Real Life channel. That's going to drop, Sunday or Monday from whenever y'all watch this, whenever y'all watching this. So Orlando was only expecting to come do his own interview. So technically he was bombarded with, hey, do you want to sit down with Jag? So he didn't know what was going on. But he opted to sit with her. He said, okay, we'll do it. And therefore, I think he was just trying to give on a show where maybe he was bored, or maybe just like, man, this conversation's boring. Let's run it up a little bit. So he was just saying things to kind of run it up, and he was just going, he was just going off the head. And I think that's kind of where y'all see, like, man, this dude is just talking out of his ass, he's just saying things. But I think that's just more so him trying to just give the entertainment value of it. Like, let me just say some random stuff just to throw y'all off, because I know y'all are here to Y'all know y'all. He knows y'all are there to try to unlock some secrets of what's going on in the industry, and he's just like, I'm gonna just throw y'all off. Or maybe he's saying again, maybe he's telling the exact truth of what's going on. He started talking about Nick Cannon and going on Wild 'N Out, and Nick be sucking. You already know what it is. And I'm like, what is he saying? What is he doing? So I'm like, maybe he's doing things to throw us off of what we're like, which we should be picking up on what he's really saying or what he's really putting down. So with that being said, the interview was all over the place, man. The Nick Cannon stuff, the Whoopi Goldberg when he said "Stop it, Whoopi," funny. They sung again. Jaguar hit the bop song. He did it himself. Bop. I mean, it was just all for great entertainment, man. It was all just for great entertainment. I hope that's what y'all got out of it. I know most people in the comments were like, "Oh my God, this is a nutcase. This is whatever." No, that was just entertainment. That was just two people saying, "Let's just shoot the shit and let's just play around with this thing." And yeah, that's all it was. If y'all were looking for some real journalism, y'all were not gonna get it in that scenario or in that setting. Y'all were not gonna get it. Y'all got what y'all got. And if we ever did a part two, because when I saw that, I said, man, this deserves a part two, in the sense that I want to know what Jaguar said to Orlando at the end. I do want to know, and the fans, y'all deserve to know, or maybe y'all deserve to know. I don't know. Depends on what you said. I saw some people in the comments saying she was doing voodoo. That was some voodoo she put on him. I saw someone else in the comments saying she was licking his ear. Now that had me rolling. That had me rolling because I'm just imagining if she was licking his ear and him stopping like, okay. It's just funny. It's all just funny in my head. So use your imagination is what I'm saying. But outside of that, yeah, no, I think we should bring him back and try to say, hey, let's have a serious conversation with some serious direct questions and get some serious answers. And let's do it for real, for real. And I think y'all would like to see that, man. I think y'all mess with that. So I think we might put that together. I'll see. But anyway, I don't want this video to be no 30-minute video of an hour of their interview. I just want to give y'all some backstory of how that came together, some stuff that happened on the inside. I'm just reacting to kind of what y'all saw. I was watching it again with y'all as it was happening, so I'm like, let me just see. Let me just remember what happened, because we did that. We did that right after Jag did Pierce Morgan. That came out on Wednesday. We did that interview, I want to say Friday, maybe Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So the day after the Pierce Morgan thing aired, and she was on Pierce Morgan on Monday. They aired it Wednesday. I think we did that Thursday. So it was a crazy week for Jag. It was a crazy. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Technical difficulty, man. Anyway, with that being said, just to kind of close it and bring it all home, man. I do want to have them sit back down, have a genuine conversation. Jaguar Wright, Orlando Brown. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see something like that happen. Or just who else y'all would like to see, man. Charleston White, I think he just got locked up. So I'm actually going to probably do a video on that or just get some more information, but I might do a reaction to that. But we'd love to see Charleston White, Jaguar Wright, Jaguar in Tokyo, Tia Kim Tokyo, Orlando Brown, Cat Williams. I don't know. Just y'all let me know what y'all want to see, and we'll go from there. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to make this too long, man. Y'all go watch the video if y'all haven't seen it, man. It's probably already passing 200,000 views within like 2 hours. So I think it's going to be one of those interviews that might, break the internet or, at least hit 1 million views over the weekend, man. People are going to tune in, but you're not going to get much from it. If you're seeking knowledge from this interview, you're not going to get it. So with that being said, just for your entertainment, it's a quick laugh. It's a case study. And we'll go from there, man. But, hey, make sure y'all do the thing, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure you comment, because I want to jump in and have a conversation with y'all of what y'all thought about the Orlando Brown interview. And, yeah, let's just have a conversation, man. Let's see what it is. All right, y'all.